passports and partnerships, let's explore Southwest Nova Scotia to the world and more. Student voices bright and true, a global journey just for you.
Welcome to Passports and Partnerships. Thanks for agreeing to come have a conversation with me. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
I'm Valentine. I come from Belgium. I speak French. I like reading and traveling.
Valentine, tell me, is this your first time doing a study abroad?
Oh, yes, it's my first time here. And I wanted to come here to improve my English.
Right. Well, your English is coming along really nicely. Tell me, how is it you decided to study abroad, and why did you pick NSISP for your experience?
I decided last year, in my municipality, there are also organisms. They have students, they come and they speak about their experience. So there I said to my friend, I want to do that too. Yeah. So, and after I choose the province of Nova Scotia because there was like a lot of forest and there was the sea.
Well, we've got lots of both.
Yeah, the sea and the forest in the same time, and I was very curious about that.
Yeah. So how has your experience been going?
Very well, really. It's incredible to be here, and it's really a chance for me.
Yeah. When you first arrived in Halifax on the airport, what were you thinking when you were driving to your home in Yarmouth area?
I was a little bit stressed because I didn't know where we went, and I think the trip, we spent 4 hours in the car before coming here, so it was very long. It was like, where I will be there, and I was very stressed, but all was good.
Yeah.
And
sometimes I've had to bring students back and forth from the airport, and it's been dark at nighttime, so it looks like you're going who knows where. I don't see any lights. It doesn't look like there's any civilization or towns off the highways, but once you pull off the highways, you see that there's lots of nice little towns like Yarmouth. Yeah. Tell me about school. How is school different in Nova Scotia than it is back home in Belgium?
Here in Nova Scotia, we have only 4 classes, and it's always the same every day. So that's nice to remember what we did, and it's very nice because the teacher has our own classes. We change, and after in the geography, there are posters of a map and things like that. So that's nice because we feel like we are in that classes to learn that subject and not a random white class.
So back home, how many subjects would you normally have in the high school? 11. And are they all year long? You take those 11 classes?
Yes.
Okay. Have you found with that option of selecting your classes, is there some favorite classes that you like?
My favorite classes, it's debate because we learn how to express our opinion, to see other side of our opinion. There are some people that don't think the same way than us. And it's nice because we see some strategy we have to use to convince people, and we learn about everything. So that's very nice.
That is. It sounds like a great class. I'm curious, in debate class, are there ever cultural misunderstandings that you're finding from Canadians or other international students where there's cultural differences that come out in the debates?
Yes, there are some cultural differences, for example, from the alcohol, or just so now we learn from Canada, the cost of living, the homelessness here is not exactly the same in our country.
Right. Okay. Talk to me about the communities. Have you made friendships outside of the international student population?
Not really, but we went to the church with we go to the church with my host sister, because our host family is Protestant. So we discover another community, other people, and that's very nice because they always ask, "Oh, why you?" and they're really interested about us.
Yeah. One of the great things about our program is we run our own homestay program. Tell me about your homestay family. How's that experience been for you?
I'm happy our host parents are retired, so they're always there for us if we need a ride or something like that, and they're always in the house, we are never alone.
Right.
And we like to play some card game. I bring from my house Skyjo. Right. It's a very famous game with number together, and we play all the time, and that's very, very nice. And
so your host sister, was she familiar with that game before or no?
Never.
Yeah. So that's the great thing about some of our intercultural exchange. You share some things and then people share with you and everyone benefits. In your home, have you tried new foods?
Not really, but what is very interesting is here they think that potatoes is a vegetable, and in my house it's more like bread or rice. So that's very strange because they say we eat vegetable, and for me I'm just like, no, it's not that. Yeah. But when I look on internet, it was very interesting because when I do the research in English, they say that it's a vegetable, but when I do the research in French, they say that it's not a vegetable. So
incredible! I wonder what potato would be. Through restaurants, have you found some foods that you really enjoy or don't like, or they're very different from back home?
It's almost the same, except for the pizza. I tried the pizza down air.
Right.
The meat, it was very, very good.
Down air pizza is exceptional for sure. Yes. It certainly is. What was it you were hoping to gain from study abroad?
It was to improve my English.
Right.
Because in the university in Belgium, there are a lot of classes in English, and you need to know, and even if you want to travel around the world, you need to know English. That is the most important.
Right. Have you thought beyond high school, university, as a particular program of interest for you?
After my program here, I will start economics in the university of my CV.
Awesome. Tell me about the holidays. How are your Christmas holidays?
That was very nice. We decorate the tree during that time, and before we pick up the tree with all the family.
Right.
So it was very nice to choose the tree and
Did you tromp through the forest or?
So we take the tree with us so it was very nice. And during the Christmas break, I saw some friends. We went ice skating 2 or 3 times, and some sleepover too. So that was very nice.
Is the weather, the climate very different from here to home? We've had kind of a few really cold weeks here lately.
Here it's a little more cold, but not that much. I would say maybe in Belgium it's until -5, sometimes not that much, but we have snow too. So that doesn't really change me.
Right. I bet the wind chill feels a little different here when it's windy, and we've got a -17 or -20 wind chill today. It felt very cold this morning, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be very different. What are some things that you would provide as advice to people thinking of studying in Nova Scotia?
I think they don't be afraid to make the decision to study abroad, because it's an experience for life. Right. It's memories, friendship, our host family. It's people we meet, and it's amazing to be here. And in Nova Scotia is very nice because we have I have an excellent coordinatrix. So if we have a problem, she's always there. She organizes so much activity, 1 or 3 per month to meet other exchange students, to do other things. So that's very.
So what are some of the activities that Francine has organized for you at the school that you've really enjoyed? They stick out as great memories for you.
We enjoy when we make cookie together. It was very nice. Yeah. When we went to Halifax, that was amazing, and see the lighthouse.
The Peggy, cool.
It was so nice.
That was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
It was such a nice day. Yeah. Tell me, potlucks, and when you guys gather together, how many students are at Yarmouth High, international students, would you guess?
I think we are 60.
That's a lot, isn't it?
A lot, but that's nice because we discover so many culture. When you speak with Japanese people, Brazilian, or even in Europe, Italian or things like that, it's so different. And I like all the culture in the same place.
Yeah. And in a school of 800, that many students, it's good because you're able to connect with them and then also connect with Canadian students as well, right? Yeah. Do you find that teaching styles different from your teachers at the high school versus back home?
Here it's more we do things to memorize. It's not in Belgium, it's the teacher gives the lesson, and after we have to know everything they said or something like that. And here it's more we learn together, and yes, so that's very nice. And there are less the thing to know, really less, so that's very nice too.
Yeah. One of the things that students often tell me, they say, Sean, the teachers, they really care about us in a different way. And I know that some of the teachers at Yarmouth High really make sure that all of our international students are taken care of. Have you made special connections with some of the students within the international population?
Oh yes, I make some friends like from Italy, Germany, from Mexico too. She live with me. It's, I don't know how to say, but it's like my own sister, but she's not from Canada.
Yep.
And I'm sure one day we will see each other again, and that will be amazing.
That is one of the amazing things about international students. When they come, those relationships are lifetime relationships. Sometimes it's with host sisters or brothers. Sometimes it's with the host family and then other people that they meet as friends. Do you think you'll ever want to come back to Canada to visit and come see us in Nova Scotia again?
I hope one day to come back to see my whole family and even see all the exchange students come together, all my friends, and just meet here because like we live so much different place in the world.
Yeah. Are you here for the full year or are you leaving soon?
I live so
You do.
that's sad.
Yeah. So when you think about your 5-month experience, right, and returning back home, what are some of the things you're going to miss? And then what are some of the things you're looking forward to in returning home?
I think I will miss the connection I made here, like my friends, all the thing, my whole family, because I live with them soon, like September.
Yeah.
So it will be very strange for me. But I will be happy to see like my parents because like it's different to see them like in FaceTime or things like that.
Yeah. FaceTime is great, but it's not the same as being in person, right? So I'm sure you'll stay in close contact with all of your friends and your host family by FaceTime after you return home. Is there anything else you want to share about your experience?
With my host sister from Mexico, the first day of January, we jumped in the lake. Like it was very, very cool, but it was an amazing experience we made here, like to jump in the free or frozen lake.
The polar bear dip. Is that your first time ever?
Yes, my first time, and that was very nice.
So will you bring that back home next January 1st? You'll all jump in a lake?
Not maybe next year, someday.
Okay, Valentina, thank you so much. I really appreciate you sharing your experience. And certainly our hashtag is Dreams Come to Life, and it certainly sounds like you've had an amazing experience. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you so much.